gets inside. That's why my Huskies stay out of the mud as much as I can. Christopher, you're a dog lover too, and you love taking out Cash in the water.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, we actually went swimming on Saturday. It was nice. It was warm enough. We just took him into Puget Sound. But yeah, Sunday was a different story. Today is a different story as well. And taking a look at Portland, fortunately, they are largely dry today compared to what we saw over the weekend. Drastically different weather story. Yes, a few spotty showers for Portland, but most areas are really dry across the Pacific and inland Northwest. The one exception just to the east of the Tri-Cities as well as near Spokane, getting some of that rain activity this morning. Really pounding Spokane right now, which is good news because we're not seeing any flooding, and eastern parts of the state still dealing with that moderate drought, but this rain is slowly chipping away at that. And here in western Washington, really not too much going on. Yes, we have a few spotty showers, but we also have a few breaks in the cloud cover. Notice the eastern parts of the Olympic Peninsula extending into the Kitsap Peninsula and South Sound, seeing one or two sun breaks this afternoon, but there is a little more in the way of cloud cover as you work your way into Central Sound, and even some rain showers. Notice we had that weak convergence zone that was over Skagit County. That has since shifted south and redeveloped over Snohomish County over the past couple of hours. Everett, Marysville starting to see a little bit of that rain activity, and I'm expecting this to intensify throughout the afternoon and evening hours, and we're starting to see a secondary convergence zone start to set up across northern parts of Kitsap County, and that could eventually sneak its way into King County, including right here in Seattle later on this afternoon. Big reason for those convergence zone, the winds that we have coming around the Olympic Mountains. Notice from the west at about 10-20 miles per hour. These are those sustained winds right now, so wrapping around the Olympic Peninsula, the Olympic Mountains, converging right over parts of Pierce, King, and Snohomish counties, and the wind gusts are pretty strong as well, especially for Mason County, extending into southern parts of the Kitsap Peninsula, South Sound, seeing those winds gust up to around 30-35 miles per hour. North Coast as well, and the San Juan seeing some of those stronger wind gusts too. Look at that, 20-30 miles per hour, and that is making it a touch cooler out there this afternoon. We have those temperatures largely in the 50s, 54 in Seattle, 52 in Everett. It is a touch warmer or milder for the Kitsap Peninsula and South Sound because that's where we're seeing some more in the way of sunshine right now, but largely those temperatures aren't going anywhere today. We're going to stay in the 50s for most areas, very similar to what we saw yesterday. We may hit 60 here in Seattle, 60 in Shelton, 62 in Renton, 57 in Everett, 57 in Oak Harbor. So we're well below average this afternoon, a good 10 to 12 degrees below average. And the rest of the country, though, dealing with those summer-like temperatures. Look at this. The northern plains, the southern plains, the desert southwest, everybody seeing those mild temperatures. But here in the Pacific Northwest and the inland Northwest, North Rockies just stuck in that cooler weather pattern, and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere for the foreseeable future. Future radar around 5 p.m. Notice that convergence zone starting to set up over Seattle. So if you do have any evening plans or you're going to commute, 405 I-5 looking like it could be wet from Tacoma all the way up to Everett, and that convergence zone really sets up later on this evening from northern Pierce County as well as King County, Snohomish County, maybe even sneaking into southern parts of Skagit County. There could be that possibility of that convergence zone just kind of shifting north to south throughout the evening hours, and that will continue into the overnight hours. So it's looking like it's going to be on the wet side. But the good news is by tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., you're heading to work, you're taking the kiddos to daycare, looking like we're going to be largely dry. That convergence zone should start to break down, and our temperatures will come up a little bit tomorrow, 63, 67 by Wednesday, and we're back up to 70 on Thursday, but wouldn't you know it, just in time for the weekend, a little more rain and some cooler temperatures, Steve.
Of course. Thanks.